Everybody, it's your girl, Kim Douglas, CEO and founder of Beautiful I Am Foundation. And we're still continuing our series of interviews for those that are a part of the Beautiful I Am magazine, All Eyes on We, which is young women excelling. And I have with me this evening one of our contributors. And I've known this young man for a very, very long time. We go way back. Actually to his birth. He happens to be my son, Brandon A. Owens. What's happening, Brandon?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. All the way in Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
He left me, you guys. He left me.
Yeah, I had to go be great.
Yeah. Well, greatness is in you. What do you expect?
Yeah.
So, I just want to talk with you a little bit because I am very thankful and grateful that you chose to be a part of this magazine venture with me as one of the collaborators. Brandon is going to be sharing in the magazine. What are you going to be sharing?
Well, the magazine, first, thank you for the opportunity to display one of the gifts that God has given me to be able to speak. And this was a challenge for me, I told you before, because speaking is natural, but try to put how I speak into words is kind of a challenge, but it was accepted. I took it. But you had a concept of we vision. And what did that look like? I thought that was unique and interesting. So I wrote about we vision, but I put a different twist on it because I just got to be different. But I talked about the individual within the we, what that individual has to bring into the we for the vision to manifest to what you want it to actually be.
Now, when he's talking about the we is has a double meaning because the we, W-E, also stands for women excelling, and it also stands for we, a collective working together, because it's always portrayed and it appears that women of color or just women in general, we have a hard time working together and collaborating. They always try to depict us as being catty and, things like that. But you brought a new twist to it. And could you just share with us a little bit of twist of the we?
Well, the twist I brought to the we was the actual individual within the we. So what I did was we talk about uniting and unity and becoming together to make something bigger than ourselves.
Right.
But as an individual, you must know who you are and what you bring to the table in order for the vision to manifest.
Okay.
You can't have the confidence in yourself. You cannot have lack of confidence in yourself and not think you're able or capable enough to do great things. You have all that the greatest of men and women have had. You can do it. You're capable, you're able. It's possible for you to do it. And I put a line in there from Neo, a songwriter. He said, I'm a movement by myself, but I'm a force when we're together, understanding that even by himself,
right,
he knows who he is and what he brings to the table. But he knows once he has the connectivity, once he makes the collaboration with someone else,
that's just as great. That's just as great.
Yeah, if not greater.
Right. See, I always like to be amongst people that are smarter than me, that may have a little bit more information than me, because it allows me to rise up. Yes, I'm confident in myself and my education and my, what's the word I'm looking for? My experiences that I've learned from and have grown from. But when you get somebody that has just even a little bit more than that, and that's one of the things we want to reveal and show in this magazine. There are young women out there that are excelling in their fields and in their area. And my desire and hope is that the other young woman or women that picks it up and reads it and says, wow, I'm going to aspire not to be exactly like them, but to have the drive and the motivation that they have to even be greater.
That's true. Your environment and exposure is everything. I said something on my YouTube channel. I had a video and I said, you have to get up, get out, and go get it. Meaning you literally have to get up out the bed. You have to get out of, and the bed is your comfort zone. You have to get out of your bed, relax, your relaxed state, and you have to go out, meaning you literally have to open your front door and expose yourself and go out and learn and do new things. And like you said, it was great being around people who are smarter than you. And it's not overall, but just in a certain area.
Right.
You know, you weren't real tech savvy or anything like that. So you got around people who were smarter than you in technology and who can teach you these things.
Right.
You're making a magazine, Mom. You never in a million years thought about it, but you really have a magazine. And but it's exposure. You could have stayed in the pigeon coop, but you found some eagles and said, I think I can soar too. I have what they had.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
You know, God gives us gifts and he gives us talent. And then there are gifts and talents that sometimes we don't even know that we have until we're exposed to another person, place, or thing.
Yep.
And your mind begins to work and says, well, maybe I could try that. Maybe I can do that. And then, you know, things happen and these people, you start attracting that. I started attracting a person who had been a creative designer on another magazine. I started attracting photographers who had done this thing before. I started attracting writers and, you know, things like that. And so it's been, instead of it being some toil or hard work, it's just kind of laying out on its own natural thing. I came up with All Eyes on We because I wanted people to see we, young girls, young ladies working together, growing. And I said, wow, this we can be young women excelling. Why not highlight that in an age where you don't see that happening much?
I agree.
So I am so blessed and honored to have you be a part of this. I feel like, you know, when you have your family working with you and you creating legacy and going on and doing this thing and creating opportunity for everybody.
Just had a sidebar on what you had said, because you said when you're around some people, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be some very spiritual people, holier than thou people who might watch it. Sometimes you find your calling not through a prophet or somebody who extra spirit. It could be somebody, anybody. You know what I'm saying? Just get around it and understand the wealth of the wicked is transferred. So it can come from anywhere. God spoke to a donkey to minister to somebody. So it can come from anywhere. You just have to have discernment to recognize it.
Well, you know, we want to start talking word, you know.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
My sheep know my voice.
Yeah.
So regardless to who it's coming from or where it's coming from, I could be walking down the street and anything could say something. And God is talking and speaking through that vehicle.
Yeah.
And I stopped. Like, that was the voice of God. It really didn't matter who delivered it.
All day.
You know, we don't know who's delivering our mail every day.
We don't, but we like what's inside the mail sometimes. There's still a check sometimes. Yeah. I like that one. I'm gonna take that.
But you know, it gets delivered.
Facts.
You know,
how much is that? How much is that one? Can I take that one for when I speak?
Hey, you know, the Lord give it to me. It's free. It's open. There's no copyright.
That's that we. That WE. That we.
Don't be throwing up things, signs.
Oh no.
I'm just playing. But anyway, it was such a privilege. I don't want to give everything away because I want people to go and get the magazine. But we're here at the Beautiful I Am channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click the button below and subscribe today. And be on the lookout. And again, you know, with things going on in the world, things get pushed back, timelines get pushed back, but that's okay because we're still pressing on, and actually it gives me time to sit down and talk with the contributors. We have a few more contributors I'm going to be speaking with. So, Brandon, I want you to leave a word for the people about this season that we're in right now with this virus and things, and it seems like everything's shut down. And I know a lot of people are hopeless. Some are hopeless, confused, anxious. Yeah. What would you have to say?
Well, what I would say is me and my household actually been reading the book of Genesis. We've been reading about Noah, and I found it interesting that prior to the flood and during the flood, there was a time in which the Bible said Noah and his family and everybody went inside of the ark, and he closed it, and the word said, and God had shut him in. And it had me thinking, because I'm like, a lot of us are shut in right now in our homes, and things around us are actually dangerous. And imagine Noah time it was floods, and what was going on around him wasn't the safest, but God had shut him in. And understand that we're shut in right now, but this is just time to commune and, you know, be with our families and to be grateful for what we have, and just to develop our we connection with God, make a we connection with God, and to establish that, and to remember His covenant,
collaborating with God.
Yeah, you know, collaborate with God, because this is a time in which I believe that God is saying, so what is your excuse not to talk to me? What is your excuse not to come to me now? I done shut everything. You're not even essential. I done shut everything down. So can we talk? You know, can we have a moment?
But the thing is,
or are you still too busy?
The thing is we're essential to Him.
We are. And that's,
we're essential to Him.
We're essential to Him.
I should be essential to you. So let's talk about this.
So it's that time. I feel like God is preparing something, developing something. So now is the best time to commune and really be able to hear my voice, you know, open your ears and be able to really hear God, to see God, to understand God. Because I believe we're entering into some different times that you're going to have discernment for.
Yeah.
And this is your time to develop the connection.
Yeah.
I believe we're in that moment now. So if you haven't already, get the connection. You have time. We got time. So
you got some time.
You got some time. So
let's make some time. Hey, that's good. That's good. Thank you so much again for this opportunity. I look forward to seeing you in person.
Yeah.
I think we've been talking more via FaceTime, WhatsApp, all of these things. So it's a beautiful.
I would have had a special guest for everybody, but he's making a little too much noise. So.
No, come on.
Go you want the special guest?
Yes, go get the
Hold on, everybody. I'm going to grab him real fast.
Yeah, got to get my special guest. Got to make his debut.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm excited. And again, you all check us out on beautifuliam.org. Our foundation is all about empowering young women to be their best, to strive to be their best. We're about education and just showing them who they are purposed to be, who God's created them to be. We have books. We have mugs. We have all kinds of stuff. Go to the website. Check it out.
Look. Say hi. Say, we all live. Say hi to everybody.
Say hi.
Say hi. He's fussy, y'all.
He's tired. I think he just, it's going on 8 o'clock East Coast. So, again, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Peace. Did I see my daughter's hand?
Yeah, she's right here.
She don't want to say hello. Say hello,
hey, everybody. Hey, Mom.
Hi. All right. So you all have a wonderful evening, and thank you again. You'll see us next week. Peace.
Peace.